Hey guys, it's TEW2013 Maxwell here, and welcome to episode 35 of the TNA TEW series. We're bringing you Impact this week live from the Intercollegiate Athletic Arena in the New England region, which is in Rhode Island. We're expecting, hopefully, about 9,000 fans here. Got a decent show booked this week with 3 pre-shows matches, and then we have a 16-segment show as this is our go-home show before Against All Odds. So without further ado guys, let's get kicking in and let's run this show. In a bout that had solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat, Taryn Terrell defeats the returning Velvet Sky by pinfall with a diving crossbody. Basically, because it's a pre-show, we're going to bring Velvet Sky back since it's not on television. We're going to change our character, and whether we're going to keep her heel, I don't know. We'll maybe change that as well. But a good chance to put Taryn over and get her a bit of momentum, even though it is only a 45 and a D match. The match had some good action and average heat. Los Neris defeated Gunner in 10-20 by pinfall. Gunner was off his game, but it's a good experience for him learning off the Los Neris and a C65 rating, and it's improving his performance skills. And the final pre-show match in a bout that featured great action and average heat, Adam Cole defeated Davey Richards in 8:45 by pinfall after using a foreign object, and that got an 82 and a B. Now considering they only wrestled for 8 minutes, that's really good. I may actually look at splitting the wheels up if that's what kind of matches we're going to get. And Adam Cole's improving his technical skills. Then we start the show in front of us, just 6,403 people. That's a bit of a disappointment. Magnus comes down to the ring, he takes a microphone and starts talking to the crowd, before eventually getting interrupted by Samoa Joe. They have a big argument going back and forth on the microphone, before agreeing to face each other later on in a singles match. I get a C plus 66 rating, and that is our main event for tonight. The segment was penalised for falling slightly flat after the really good pre-show match, so don't need to book that because it's already in. Christy Hemme is then backstage with Vida Scott talking about her upcoming match. Just a D minus at a 40 just to continue building up Vida Scott. And then we also have Tommaso Ciampa backstage, and he gets ambushed by Bobby Roode with a sneak attack that leaves him laid out. A 61C here. Bobby Roode getting some payback on Tommaso, and that's improving the storyline of the Battle of the Company, and they'll have their match at the pay-per-view Against All Odds. And then in a bout that had some solid in-ring action but not much in the way of heat, Vida Scott and Akio Hamada, making her return, defeated Beth and Madison Rayne in 7:21 when Vida Scott defeated Madison Rayne by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. A 43 and a D. Vida Scott was off her game, which is disappointing. We're trying to push her, but she does not seem to be doing much right. And Hamada debuted her Young Lion gimmick, which got an initial 74 rating. I'm just hoping that the likes of Madison Rayne working with Hamada may improve her technical performance skills. Diamond Dallas Page then books a 6-way match for Against All Odds, and it's going to feature Rhett Titus, Kenny King, Morrison, Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels and Doug Williams. It's a 58 C-, so I'm quite happy with that. I'll just book that when I get to the pay-per-view. All 6-man then face in a 6-man tag. And the match had some good action and average heat. Doug Williams, Kenny King and Morrison defeat Rhett Titus and Bad Influence in 9:52 when Morrison defeats Christopher Daniels by pinfall illegally using the ropes for leverage. 63 and a C there, so it could have been better. But Morrison has improved his technical skills, as is Kazarian, who's also improving his performance skills, and also Rhett Titus is improving his performance skills. So that's good. A lot of the negatives were mostly just for people holding back and a bit of inconsistency, and the fact it was in front of a cold crowd. Next up, the Hardys are in the ring. The Model Citizens, this is what we want. Jeff and Matt Hardy are the greatest tag team. We demand a tag team title shot. I guess a C64 rating. And then Kurt Angle announces that Against All Odds, we will have the Hardys against the Model Citizens against the Wolves for the TNA Tag Team Championships, and I get a 62 C rating as well. And the match had some good action and average heat. Hawkins defeats Brother Devon in 6:15 by pinfall with a taste of pain. During the match we also had Ethan Carter III run in and attack Devon. Pretty poor, they only got a 49 D+. These workers really aren't over in Rhode Island, are they? Then a graphic is shown, putting over the fact that Jim Ross has something important to say. He'll be coming soon. That's happening Against All Odds when he has his Ross report live on pay-per-view. And about that featured great action and a good crowd, Bobby Lashley defeated Harry Smith in 15:25 by pinfall with a spear. C+, 68. Harry Smith's improving his performance skills. Negatives were just holding back slightly in a cold crowd. Then in a bout that featured great action and a good crowd, Chris Hero defeated Volador Jr. in 11:27 with a death blow. A solid 78B match. Chris Hero's improving his performance skills. I'm really happy with that, that's a good result. And then after that, Hero has his contract signing in the ring. Austin Aries and Chris Hero have a contract signing for the upcoming match with Kurt Angle serving as host of the contract signing segment. Austin Aries signs the contract first before handing it over to Chris Hero, who jots his name down, making the match official. An 80 rating, a B there, 3 good workers, and that would be even better if Kurt Angle didn't have low morale. Next up, Adam Cole is shown arriving backstage, much to the surprise of the announcers. Of course, they had the dark match, but he's never really been on the show, so it's kind of like, oh, what's he doing here? Thought he wasn't going to show up to the pay-per-view next show. A 79B rating there. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Magnus defeats Samoa Joe in 17:30 by pinfall with a Mag Daddy driver following interference from Adam Cole. He gets a 67C+. Magnus seemed off his game, though they have good chemistry between Joe and Magnus, and the Central Belt storyline improves. Magnus improves his Rumble skills, Samoa Joe improves his performance skills. And then to finish off the show, following his match, Magnus is blindsided with his very own championship belt, wielded by Bobby Lashley. Having laid out his rival, Bobby Lashley takes a good look at the belt itself and goes even as far to position it around his waist with a symbolic gesture before dropping it next to the fallen Magnus and exiting the ring. And I get a 70C+ as well, which shows us going to build up that storyline as well, and hopefully we get a good show. Yep, a 72, a B-, and that increased our popularity in 16 regions, so that, despite a couple of workers not being over here, definitely worked to our favour, I think. So that's a good go-home show, and that's going to put us in a good position for Against All Odds, and this is where we hope we really start to take off and make our move towards national. I think I'm going to have the pay-per-view in the tri-state area at the moment. That's the plan, to get the best crowd, the most money, and then just hopefully have really good importance there. But let's see Impact Wrestling. It got a lot of praise and it was great, so that's good. Anything else there that is really worth looking over? Not particularly. Joey Ryan wins a Family Wrestling Entertainment belt. But apart from that, Volador's complaining about his push, right, let me push him more. We got a 4-3-1, so just down for last week, and Eddie Kingston we know is injured, so that's how the Fatal 4-Way match at the pay-per-view is now a triple threat tag match. And as you see, I've got a shitload of people who are unhappy at the moment. But we can fix that. And oh, we got a chance to get rid of the Challenge TV deal, which I might do. But anyway guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're looking forward to the pay-per-view Against All Odds. As I say, unfortunately it was spoiled in the last episode, but we have a massive megastar signing at Against All Odds, and he will be on the roster report. So look out for that guys, that'll be the next video in a couple of days time, and until then guys, take it easy, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Bye bye.